FNN is here to report breaking news about Fazbear Entertainment. After William Afton has stepped down, the stock has dropped down 25%, and after they have fired one of the longtime employees, John Moyers, their stock has again dropped to an abysmal 45%. I'm here with their CEO, Michael Afton, to understand why this decision was made.
Well, simply put, the man was a thief, a liar, someone who couldn't be trusted. I found out that he was taking money from investors, small businesses, mom and pop shops that we helped started, and lining his own pocket with the profit. And that doesn't sound right to me. And when I found out, well, I knew he was such a big face in the company, but I couldn't just let that stand. Something had to be done. So, I got rid of the cancer. He will no longer be working here. Not now, not never. We do not tolerate snakes in this industry.
Oh, this is not going to end well, is it?
No, brother, but it will be interesting.
That son of a bitch! I'm gonna kill him! Hello? Oh, I can tell by your tone. You must have been watching the news. How does it feel to watch everything you've worked for the last 10 years go down the drain so easily? No reputation, no job, no say. Hey, if you want me to buy that 5% off you, I'll do it for a discount. Now you listen to me, you fucking bastard. I will burn you to the ground and piss on the ashes of where your mother used to live before I settle for anything less. You want to fight? Alright then, Mr. CEO. I got 20 years of bad publicity. I'll see you in 20 minutes when your stock drops, below 75%. What do you... feels good. Feeling great. Hey, a busy day. Hello? Now? John? Well, if it isn't the man who housed a son of a bitch in his loins, how is it going, sir?
I know. It looks bad, and I know I haven't talked to you, but there's a reason for all of this. There is a reason that this is happening.
It's so funny, William. I spent the latter half of the last 10 years protecting your reputation, while mine gets destroyed.
It's not destroyed. It's,
What, repairable? No, sir. It's not. But, I'll tell you one thing. I will not sit here and be bombarded like a caged animal, sir. If you, think that news press was bad and that the stock has been dropping, why don't you check back, later tonight?
John, what are you going to do? Come on, is it really worth this petty arguments over business, over lives? You still have things to be thankful for.
Sure, but you're not one of them. Now, why don't you just sit back and watch the parade that you've unleashed?
John, everyone gets to decide the person they're going to be, and you get to...
If I wanted to be preached at, I go to church. No, but this calls for something special. Firing me is one thing. Calling me a snake, creating lies, well, that's another. Michael, I may not have your money, your position, your name, but there's one thing I do have. My word. Let's see how people like it when they figure out your little animatronics are part of a little murder scheme. Let's see how they like it when they find out your little brother nearly got decapitated by one as he died in your hands. Let's see how friendly the Fnaf image is then. Huh. Why, hello, William.
John, just give me a moment.
I'll give you a minute to tell me why you think you deserve any more of my time. Starting now.
If you go through what I think you're doing, you will basically be pissing away everything that you have. The stock you have will be worthless. The investors will be pissed. There'll be no way that you will ever be able to run anything remotely close to this business. You won't be able to keep your restaurant. He'll make it where you can't even be near something branded with the name Fnaf.
Doesn't matter to me.
John, you can't be serious.
Sir, you once told me that good work deserves to be seen and appreciated. Well, I'm not feeling very appreciated. I feel like I was lied to. Now, I know you hated him. I know you do. But the things that you can't do, I certainly care. And I don't care if what I own is abysmal to the equality of dirt. I will gladly burn myself to watch him suffer through the pieces.
What are you going to do?
Check the news. It'll be on soon.
You cannot do this!
You had a minute. Should have used it more wisely. Now. Let's check. Seems like I can still log into the business account. Let's write an email and forward it to everybody. An open letter about the arrogant son of a bitch who hated his father so much that he'd rather be homeless than be here. The man with no formal education. The man who's the equivalent of a college dropout. Let's play, Michael.
Well, the news just keeps on getting more interesting today. Apparently, we are here with former employee of Fazbear Entertainment, John Moyers, and he has something to say to the public
Oh,
before
shit.
he leaves the business for what seems like forever.
Hello, good people of the world. I'm a former employee of Fazbear Entertainment. I worked there for almost 10 years, a whole decade, and the entire time I was training to become the new CEO of Fazbear Entertainment. Everyone in the company knew that that was the position that I was getting after Afton's retirement. While I cannot control who is in that position now, I can tell you his colorful history, so you can know just what you're getting when you invest in Fazbear Entertainment.
See, John
Now,
is
while I
helping.
would
He's
love
on
to
our
come here
side.
with no
That
evidence
motherfucker
and
is
no
only
proof of all
destroying
these
us.
things,
He's going to make sure we have
do,
no place to
surprisingly,
live.
and I've made them
Like
all
here?
public.
But that's where I
Evidence you,
live.
I'm sure there will be reports on FNN and local newspapers, and, well, I'm sure you will be able to see for yourself, because I have made every transaction that I have ever committed down to soda purchases at Fazbear Entertainment public. I don't think it's legal for me to do so, but I don't work there anymore, and let them just try to sue me. So everything you need to know is there. I did get 15% of all the restaurants I started, but what Michael Afton didn't happen to tell you is that the money that I personally got from these investments were all put back into the restaurants themselves. If there was structural damage or if there was repairs needed, it was set aside for later days. I never got a dime of that money. In fact, I've been at the same rate for the last 5 years.
Was it worth it?
Besides the
Oh,
Christmas
you shut the
bonuses
fuck
or
up.
the annual raise every now and then, my pay has mostly stayed the same. And you can check my pay stubs, my commissions. It hasn't changed. But the funny thing is about Michael Afton, when he was talking about how much of a snake I was, he forgot to mention that he's been selling rundown restaurants as investment opportunities to people such as Jeremy Fitzgerald.
Oh,
People
you
who are
gotta
well
be
known in
fucking
the investing
kidding me.
industry.
He named me?
Bought 10 restaurants in the hope that he could reform them into something beautiful, but will never be able to because they're condemned. Michael Afton not only betrayed the trust of an investor, he took advantage of their willingness to trust him. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to work with someone who is a two-faced son of a bitch who barely knows his father, even if he has met him at all. Because if memory serves me, when we were at the board meeting where he was pronounced CEO, he didn't show up. Almost until the press release had to come out. So it's almost like he is an arrogant,
son of a bitch.
self-entitled,
I'll hang him from a ceiling if I have to.
overpaid
Yep,
son of a
that's,
bitch who doesn't know
that's
what
the
he's
right
doing,
attitude to
has
have.
no formal education in business, has no idea what he's doing, and with any luck, he'll run that company in the ground in 2 or 3 years. Oh, and there's also the other thing.
The other thing?
Oh, yes, I was in control of the press releases for Mr. Afton. Same with Michael up until I was fired. I arranged all the news meetings and all the conferences that they would do. I had to keep a lot of things secret at that time. A lot of things that were delved and covered up. People who had to be paid off. Cops, lawyers, families. But since I'm not obligated to keep my mouth shut, I think it's time that everyone knew. There was an incident back in the 80s
Oh, no,
with
my
Afton's,
boy. Don't
well,
do
youngest
this.
son, Chris. He sadly did not make it. He died from a head trauma wound given by one of the animatronics. Mind you, these animatronics are programmed. So any fault of the murder would have to go to the person that programmed it. And since Afton was the only one who had control over the programming, since he was very stingy about his work, well, the cops only had one person to question. He claimed it was a malfunction. The machines shouldn't have done that. But they did. And that never went away. Because after that, it happened again. And again. And again. I can't tell you how many kids have died at a Fazbear restaurant. I could tell you it's more than 15 for sure.
And you have proof that these things happened.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I have proof that all of this has happened. Newspapers, lawyer meetings, court cases, things settled outside of court, things that I was there for personally, recordings of Mr. Afton himself admitting to the faulty programming that led to these deaths. Now, I might be a snake, but at least I'm not a lying son of a bitch who would go in front of a camera and tell someone something that's not true. I suggest that anyone investing in Fazbear Entertainment sells, because it won't be worth nothing in the morning.
Well, could have been what? Worse? Watching a 12-minute parade of him shitting on my good name. Good? I wouldn't say so. Oh, blimey, don't cut me this shit. He gets to go on and say all these things, ruining our careers, ruining our profits, and what? He's going to stand on the sideline? No, I think he's done made his own bed. I told you not to do what you did, and you did it anyway. Sometimes you have to lie in your bed that you made. You made a poor decision, and it backfired. There's a reason John was supposed to get your job. This was one of them. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. That's about all he could do, so the damage is done. Well, he's still out there. He still knows a lot more, Michael. He may not work for us, but he's more of a danger than he is an ally now. You made sure of that. Good luck, Michael.